Hey guys, how are you? So I just wanted to say Happy New Year. I do want to channel a message from Spirit, just seeing what they're saying about 2024, New Year time, all that stuff. Um, but first, I just want to kind of give thanks to you guys. For anyone who's been sticking around this whole time, and you know, anyone who interacts with my stuff, or even if you're just quietly watching in the background, just thank you guys for support, for your support, in whatever form it's coming through. I appreciate you guys so much. And um, I really wanted to make sure I expressed that first, because I felt that was important. Because I do appreciate you guys more than I can say, and I don't feel like I express that enough. Um, so yeah, just thank you. I do appreciate you all. And as for myself, I'm as at least some of you may know, have if you've noticed with my how often I've not really been posting as much anymore. The fact that I haven't been posting as often in the past, I don't know how long it's been. Um, but yeah, I've just really been in a place of, you know, working on myself and learning to control my mind, my thoughts, my emotions. And there's been a lot of shadow work that I've been doing. Um, and I've been more and more in that space of I still have shadow work to do, and I still need to do it as I'm going through these waves and whatnot. There's also that I'm now in that space, and it's feeling more of that natural oomph to focus more on, gratitude and my perception, and focusing in on truth, like love and the positive stuff, like positivity within truth. Um, Not that, I shouldn't have been doing that before or whatever. We're all doing things the way we're meant to, our pace, our path, our journey kind of thing. Um, and so it wasn't that I was doing wrong before. I was just, there's just been so much that I've been going through and allowing to surface, and I've been, a big focus of mine has been shadow work. I've been doing focusing on truth and whatnot, and working on surrendering in between. It's just, I can feel that there's like this, I'm in this next step kind of point where it's like, okay, still keep doing the shadow work and whatnot, but I got this other stuff that I can really step into more to do as well. And I've been trying to do that, working on, not trying, I've been working on doing that. Um, so yeah, and for any of you that's been sticking around with all of this and my entire journey, again, just thank you. Um, I I know where my shit is, and I'm working on it, and I can see where I made strides, and that's just it too, to focus on the fact that I have made strides. There is this level of calm and neutrality within myself that I've never had before. Even there's often times now where even when I'm going through waves and something's really getting to me, I can still feel within myself this calm and neutrality, and my body's like relaxed on this level that it never has been before. And I can feel my ego wanting to fight that and be like, no, I want to be angry right now. But then it's interesting because I have that awareness now of being like, I want to be angry. Wait a second, I want to be angry. But yeah, we wanted it the whole time, and now we're becoming aware of it and we're able to work on it. So it's interesting because not only is the awareness even higher of that conflict within myself of ego versus truth, which is what the spiritual war actually is. It's that conflict within ourself. But there's this calm neutrality that's set in with me for most of the time now. And it's sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's really strong, but it's pretty damn consistent, and it's really interesting. Oh, also, I forgot, I've got the prompt to wear my I'm stronger than I know. I'm stronger than I know shirt, so I'm wearing that too. Um, so yeah, that's been really interesting. Oh, and just again, side note with shadow work, just some stuff that I've been, I have notebooks and journals that I write down my stuff in, and with intent of giving it away to spirit, what I truly am, source. And a very dear friend of mine actually gave this to me for Christmas. It's a shadow work guided journal. So it's got journal prompts, inner child affirmations, and trigger tracking pages, which is really really cool because it's just there's positive affirmations that I can just flip my book and open up to. So I believe in myself. There's one. There's one for one example. And then there's just different questions like, let's see here. And I'm just trying to find a good question. There's so many. Yeah, so like write about when you felt the most guilt, what brought this on, and what do you wish you'd done differently? Um, or let's see here. What's something you're passionate about? How do you feel when you're doing it or talking about it? What are some things you do when you're feeling uncomfortable? Just stuff to like help you self-analyze and look into your thoughts and emotions about the way you've played out your illusion in the past and even present, and then where you're playing with illusion when it comes to future. And you can work on healing that stuff and focusing on truth in between, and focusing on where the truth is underneath that, rather. And then the trigger tracker: what happened today that triggered me? How did that make me feel? Which core wound? Why did I feel this way? Explore my past experiences and write something positive to your core wound. So that would be, what's the truth? What's the lesson in that? Why did I sign up and go through that? Because I signed up for everything, and there's a lesson in it. It's to help me awaken myself up. So what is that core wound, and why am I holding on? What are the deepest root? Because I can look at the surface level stuff from within the role I'm playing within this, but then I can also do that really zoomed out stuff. Well, when I really look at it, it's the fact that I'm God's source, and I look at this power, and then I look at what I'm doing playing in this, go, that is, I did this, like, I'm using my power this way, that's what the fuck. And then there's that shame and guilt and embarrassment and fear of punishment, and those are like our deepest core wound, traumas, fears, anxieties. So you can go from the surface level stuff, and you can go deep and deeper and deeper and deeper. So that's really cool. That was just a little bit of a side note that I wanted to share with you guys, just a little bit of an example as to some of the work that I'm doing on myself. And I do stuff, it's all, and then I often, like, throughout the day, I'm constantly doing it in my head, even just quick little like blurbs, like, just take it, this is what I'm thinking, feeling, take it. And then every night when I go to bed, I sit there and I connect and I meditate and whatnot. I usually do that multiple times a day though. So 1 second. So yeah, but yeah, it's there. I can see where progress has been made. Like I said, there's this calm level of neutrality that's within myself that I've never had before in my entire life. And even when I'm feeling it, when I'm going through some of my toughest shit, is just amazing, and like huge point proof of the progress I've made. I'm still in an illusion of struggling financially. That being said, I have debt paid off. That has taken me, I've struggled with this for a while, and like, I still have some debt in a certain way that I'm working on, but this was like the stuff that was really like I needed to really like get a handle on it, and it's done. I got it paid off, which I'm really happy about. And for the first time in my life, I actually have, like, it's not a lot, but I've got a small chunk of money saved. Like, it's not a lot, but this is something that, like, I actually feel like really proud of, because I've never had money saved in my life ever. And now it's not that I just have money saved, it's like a little tiny chunk. And it's, again, I've been like a monk with my shadow work with this stuff when it comes to finances and money, and focusing on truth and just trying to surrender it and relax to it and everything. And this is very strong point proof of the work I've put out on myself when it comes to this. And I'm really thankful, and my foot's getting tickled right now. And that's just another thing too, spirit energy, what actually is here, is getting stronger. The stuff that's happening is crazy. Just I think something and it happens. Stuff just happening in perfect timing. I can't remember if I think I might have talked about this recently in one of my last videos, but it's just because it's an example that's off the top of my head. In the store with my mom, I happen to look up and she drops a bag at the exact same time, and I'd be able to tell that but that's just, it's so minimal. I keep telling myself I need to write things down as I'm thinking about them, so when I make these videos I can like look at my notes, but then I never actually get around to doing it, and that's something I need to work on too. But you know, it's just really, really cool. Last night even, I was reading cards for a friend of mine here, and I said something, and we were both, and I was talking about like, and it was something significant about like her, where she's at and whatnot, and just doesn't matter what it was, but it was significant. And then she got all like, you know, like, oh, this makes so much sense. And then she goes ding, and like her and I were both like, oh my god, Eric, like we knew, like, and she was saying like she had to finger snap to be able to get the ding out, and I knew, her and I both knew, like, and she like even like she went on for a while about how cool that was too. We knew that was Eric, Archangel Uriel. He like tranced through her for a split second. And that right there is also, and it's funny because I had said to him earlier, like, can you play around with us tonight? Like, I would love for you to do something. And then I didn't actually say this to him directly, but I had that thought feeling inside myself of like, it'd be really cool if like he came through her in some way. And then he did. Like, and this stuff is happening more and more and more instantly. And it's just so cool. Even just seeing things, like I've been seeing him, like his actual, like I've seen him like where it's like I can see his he's like waving, or like it looks like his like skin color is like in a blur in front of me or beside me, or like I'll get a flash of him really quick out the corner of my eye. That's been happening more, and just seeing like lights and stuff and blurs and just, you know, energy, that's been happening more. And feeling him and Robin, oh my gosh, they are getting so strong. Like I'll be sitting here and I'll literally feel their arms around me. I've felt that before, but it's getting to the point where it's like it's becoming more and more and more solid. And then it's also happening where I'm like, I'm seeing you while you're holding me too. Like, it's like I said, I get this flash out of my core. I'm like, I just saw you and you're holding me, you know. Even through something as simple that we've always played around from the beginning, like with music. When I ask them to play DJ, the songs that come on now are even more like they're becoming even more like they always made sense, but it's even more so. I know it's so hard to explain, and I'm asking for help with my words, but it's just they're becoming more consistent. The messages are becoming more prominent. Stronger communication connection. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Stronger communication connection. It's really, really fucking cool what's happening. And then just seeing there's people in my reality that has never talked about this kind of stuff. And when myself or some of my friends have talked about it, it kind of gets dismissed. And now they're talking about oneness and that they're seeing auras and spirit. And I'm just like, and it's again point proof of the work that I'm putting in on myself and having that reflect in the external and coming back at me. I still have more work to do, but like there's so many, and this is just so, it feels and sounds so minimal compared to even just what's happening in the astral and here. It's literally blending together. My avatar will be asleep, but I'm still feeling it and conscious within this in a certain level. And then the astral, like for the one example, I was laying in my bed the one night, this is very recently, and I'm laying on my right side and I'm in the astral and my eyes are closed, but it was like they were open, I could see, and I was exactly like my bedroom is. And I was also very, very, even though my avatar was asleep in this, I was still very aware of this. And then I just had Eric, he laid behind me and he held me, and then all of a sudden I became aware in this, and it was so obvious. It just blended together, and it was all happening there and here. But that would make sense because, you know, this is also part of the astral, and we're everything everywhere all at once, and there is no separation. And it's like this stuff is happening more and more, and it's so cool. Even when I'm getting visuals, you know, I'll see one of my spirit team members reach out and like, you know, do something like hold my face or something, and then like the visual will be and look so strong that it's actually happening in front of my eyes, and I physically feel it happening to me. You know, and it's just how I've had the visuals and I've had the feelings, and I've had the visuals and the feelings at the same time, but it's like you're seeing them come toward you in the visual, and then it's like then it happens with you, like, oh my, I can't, oh, it's so hard to explain. But I'm sure if you're a medium, if there's any mediums watching this who started tapping into this stuff, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, and it is kind of hard to explain, but it's this blending and melding of all of it is coming together, and it is so cool. It's so cool. So there is stuff with, there are results coming online from the work I'm putting into myself. I still have work to do. I'm making videos as I get the natural prompt to. I'm still not in a space where I'm like, okay, a video every day, you know. I do have the time and space for it. It's just not feeling naturally right for me to do that right now. It's still feeling more correct for me to focus in on myself and do my work on myself in the way that I've been doing it, and post as I get that natural hit too. So anyway, that is a lot about me. So I'm going to hang on one second. I'm having trouble hitting the pause button. Okay, so that's a lot about me. And so I do, like I said, I do want to get a message in, and just see what Spirit's wanting to say about 2024 New Year time. Again, with me and with where my awareness level's at, there's going to be always very zoomed out messages. Even if you work with me as a client, like I can and do get like some like more zoomed out detailed stuff. Oftentimes though, the messages you're going to receive are very zoomed out, higher level, you know, of what truth within what truth actually is, just because that is what we are here for, is to bring online what's actually real, wake ourselves up into what we truly are, and step back into that and not play with illusion anymore. Embrace, you know, like enjoy having these senses and the way we're able to play, but we're doing it now within truth, and stepping into the fact that we are one, and we are limitless within love, unity, thy will over my will, loving without opposition. You know, we're bringing that online, our full, I even want to, like, and I keep saying our full abilities. It's just, it's the belief. We only don't fly because we don't believe it, you know, that kind of thing. Now, I believe, I have my fears that, you know, that my belief in that stuff is crazy still. I do, like, but at the same time, with what I'm experiencing, what's coming online, and even like there are times where I'm like, I'm about to float off the ground, and I have hovered above my body. So I need to let go of how everything's gonna look, but we are limitless, and we know we choose to play with the illusion of different vibrations, which puts up blocks and resistance, but we're learning how to stop doing that and just playing with the only real true vibration, which is here, which is love, and it's open and it's shared and it's limitless within that love and unity, and it's really cool. So anyway, I just went off on a big ramble. I'm sorry. All right, I'm just gonna sit here and see what Spirit wants to say about 2024 New Year time. Oh yeah, because it was about zoomed out stuff. Yeah, and now my chakra system's going off. It's my root chakra particularly. No, I always feel it really strong in my root chakra, and then it eventually, like, I feel it really strong throughout the rest of my chakra system, particularly my crown chakra. But it just takes a moment sometimes for me to feel it throughout. But I just got it. Yeah, and right now, actually, it started off really strong in my root, but now it's very strong in my crown, like the top of my head, right down, like through the middle of my face and in my teeth, and my tongue. But I'm feeling it like really strong right in here. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Robin Williams, Archangel Raphael. He's kicking in with. He's played it what 3 times. I think it's been three, which would make sense because he's the number three, I'm number three, the Holy Trinity, trifecta, all that stuff. He played it for a third time, just this evening, because he played it twice for my friend and I last night, and he just played it for me, this evening. Don't worry, be happy. And he had me sit and watch the music video with him, but so he's playing "Don't Worry, Be Happy" in my head. um, so for 2024, don't worry, be happy. Oh no, oh my gosh, my chakra system. And it doesn't hurt. It feels good. It's pretty strong, and that's just it. My chakra system has become so much. I mean, it started off in just my root chakra when I first hit my awakening, and now it's like my entire system is going off, and it goes off daily. And I haven't done any work for that, and I didn't even really click into. I knew about chakras, but I didn't know anything about it or activating them. It just honestly, everything that I'm able to do, it's just from putting in my own work on myself. You guys have every ability to do all of this. It's just a matter of putting in the shadow work, focusing on truth, surrendering, accepting that you're making this up, that energy plays only as you allow it, that the only thing real and true is love. That's all I've done. That's all you need to do. I have had people help me in doing, I've had different types of energy clearing and stuff, and those have given me boosts. They've been helpful and whatnot, but I didn't actually really start seeing any changes, and things didn't start changing around until I started putting the work in on myself. And the more work I've done, and it's getting to a point now where everything's are becoming more instantaneous. So that's just a little side note. Okay, so I'm just asking Robin, or if him or anyone else is what they're wanting to say. Eric just tickled my knee. It's going, sup. I love you. Oh my god. Sorry, my chakras. He just gave me the reminder that he's there with everyone always. 2024 is going to be fucking awesome. Fucking A. Yeshua is Yeshua, Jesus. He's also, it's like there's Rob and there's Eric and then there's Yeshua. Oh, three again. That would make sense. I'm seeing him. He's always, every time I tune into him, like at first I always notice him just like this big smile and then just like glowing source light. And then just like, I'm just hearing angels singing, which is like all of us. That stereotypical, like, I'm not gonna actually sing it, but like that stereotypical, like, kind of like angel singing, that's kind of what I get in my head. And it's like, I know it's like all of us singing that together. So I always get that hit when I tune into him. Time is now. The feeling that I get off of that, time is now. It's like, oh my gosh, my chakras. Time is now. It's that feeling of how the only real time is now. There's only a now. Beautiful that you celebrate moments like a new year. Joy, because the joy, I'm just glowing and bursting. There's just glowing and bursting of joy, and it's just beautiful. My wrist is getting stroked. I'm getting this. Help me with my words, please. They're giving me message of how us pretending that there's linear time, playing with the illusion of linear time. My ankle, leg, side of my ankle, leg, left side is getting stroked right now. Us playing with the illusion of linear time, celebrating a new year, taps us into joy, which is what we truly are and always are, is within joy. And it's that level of, because we look at new year as like a fresh start, and it's a cool metaphor of what we're always in with every now, is like a fresh start, a blank canvas that we do have every ability to paint in any way that we want. So it's a useful, beautiful tool to help us tap into that. And then as our awareness starts to expand and we start to remember what this actually is, we're able to take that and put it in any now, because that's what time actually is. We don't need to celebrate it and do that on just one day of the year. Because I'm getting that hit of, there's people that don't celebrate the new year until, what is it, I think March 21st, I think it is, or something like that. And they're saying that's also, you can look at that as, all of it as relevant, but also irrelevant, because it's relevant in the sense of they're beautiful tools for us to tap into what I just talked about. At the same time, it's irrelevant in the sense that there is no linear time, and it doesn't matter if you celebrate it on either date or neither date or any date. It's any now. It's only now. There's only now. And so whatever date that you're tapping into that, whether it's, December 31st going into January 1st, or March 21st going into, or is it, I don't know the dates. But, they're talking about whichever dates you're celebrating it on, it's the same now. And now I'm feeling like, and now I'm starting to tap into the joke about it all. I can feel how funny it is. I'm not feeling like the extent of the laughter and the humor. I definitely have blocks and filters up, but I'm starting to tap into how funny it is that it is such a joke that we're so, okay, it's this date versus this date versus date. It's all the dates are the same. It's every now, so they're just having a laugh with that. And again, and as they're laughing, they're saying it's so beautiful, and there's that feeling of how it's everything and everyone is just so beautiful. And my foot's getting tickled, my right foot, the heel bottom of my right foot's getting tickled, and how we within this, with the ego illusion, shadow, all that, we really don't have the ability to judge what's beautiful. They're saying it's all so beautiful, and it's all so funny. We laugh with everything. So I'm asking, what's 2024 going to look like, for just as a general message for anyone who's going to come across this. And I'm getting what I figured I was going to receive. And it's just that reminder, this hand, like both hands, but this one is getting squeezed really hard. If anyone's trying to practice seeing energy or whatever, this hand's getting squeezed really, really, really hard. It's, I feel like it's, yeah, okay, yeah, my hand just got stroked right here as I had that. It's all three of them are like melded together right now, squeezing my hand, which really, though, I mean, we're all one. Like, they're not any different from you, me, each other. But yeah, it's that they're like, yeah, they're all kind of melded together as one, and they're like gripping onto this hand. So the message that I'm really receiving about this is just the reminder, the gentle, loving reminder that, we do make this up, and it can be however we choose it to be. I keep getting the message with other people as well, and I'm getting it for this too, but I mean, this is what it has been, and we're playing with what it has been, and we're continuing playing it this way right now. I'm getting a feeling of like a roller coaster. We're gonna have our drops, we're gonna have our shit that we're gonna still be trudging through, but the highs, though, which is like the truth, and I'm getting like a cancel out of looking at the highs of opposition, because we're starting to melt that away when we're getting these drops, especially now that we're becoming more aware of what this is. When we get these drops, we're understanding that these drops are a nurturing place for us to face our shit, and then, you know, allow our awareness, we allow ourselves to grow, expand. So it's we're understanding that the drops are actually beneficial and they're lessons for us, and a place for us to face the stuff that we've been needing to face. And then the highs, the result of that, the highs is the vibration, the truth, the love and the truth, and the unity, thy will over my will, we're all abundant, we're all perfect, we're all whole, that starts to shine through. So it's, I'm getting like we're gonna have these drops still, but what's coming online is we're getting more of what's actually true and big and limitless and beautiful, that's coming back online. And once we melt, we get through these drops, and we continue to work on melting that away. And I'm just seeing like an arrow like going out and like then like circling back, because there's that representation of like, you know, when then we project that truth out and having that come back at us, and it's really cool and beautiful. And that's where, and then Robin again's kicking with don't worry, be happy, and just like that whole like feeling of just like keep sticking through it, you know, we got this, and don't worry, be happy, it's all good. um Everything will be okay. Yeah. I think that's from a little blurb from People Like Us, everything will be okay, that part, I think. um I'm getting like destruction, like crumbling, like it's feeling like tower moment, like more tower moments are going to be happening um throughout the world. And then, you know, I'm also getting a hit of personally, but I'm also kind of, I'm kind of seeing like the world stage that, you know, I'll use I language, the world stage that I've made up. I'm seeing like more crumbling tower moments. um but the feeling is like, it feels like, it looks like destruction, but it feels positive. Like I actually am getting like a hit of excitement in my heart chakra, in my chest, because it feels, yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm getting even more, it's like it's starting to bubble up even more, the excitement, because it feels so beneficial. It's a crumbling and destruction that needs to happen, because remembering that it's a melting away of illusion. um and yeah, so it's I can feel how it's beneficial. Yeah, it's, they know it's, I'm struggling with using the word it's crumbling and destruction, because it feels so negative, but it's like those words can feel negative, but I'm not actually feeling negative about it, and I just don't want to. So I'm being a little hesitant on using those words, and that's why I'm a little awkward right now, and spirit knows that. They're just like, it's all good, you're okay. I'm just seeing if there's anything else they're wanting to say. They're being playful and loving, just saying, you know, happy new year, happy everything, happy always, happy, happy, happy. Just happy everything, happy everyone, happy all. um we're with you always, all of us. Yeah, just really this such a strong feeling of like, you know, we really can't be separated from you or from each other, we really are with you, we love you so much, and you're really not remembering in this now what you truly are, knows what we're playing with not remembering. And it's just that, it's that such a strong solid like, we really, like, we are really here, we are really here, and we are here for you, and we love you, and we're with everyone, and we don't need to separate in order to be with anybody. And it's just such a strong assurance of, you know, we are so held and loved and not alone, always and every now. So they're giving again that gentle reminder, we can start letting go of, you know, again, things like linear time and planetary alignments, and, you know, like all of anything like that. It's all, it's helpful and it's useful in the way that we've been playing it. At the same time, it's just that gentle reminder of, you know, that's part of what we play of linear time and the external influencing us, where really that's not the truth. Time's not linear, and the external is coming from within. So, and we can make anything happen in any now, it's just a matter, as long as it's within truth. And So what you're saying, as long as it's within truth, we can make anything happen in any now as long as it's within truth. Um, and we just gotta learn to let go of limiting beliefs, because it technically, when you hold on to beliefs of linear time and this happens during this time because of this portal and the moon being this way and your planetary alignments, it can be helpful, and we're not to judge it, but they're only stepping stools into truth. The truth is that stuff doesn't influence us. We made it up. And time's not linear, and we don't need to limit ourselves. Anything can happen in any now as long as it's within love, unity, thy will over my will, as long as it's not coming from ego, because we're not playing it that way anymore. We're learning to not play it that way. That's not what we're here for anymore. So yeah, like, we got this. They're just talking about how beautiful it is, our growth and expansion and learning how to do this. So fucking cool. So fucking cool. Fucking A. Ding. All right. Thanks, you guys, for everything. I'm just seeing. Yeah, they're just like, we love you. We love you. And they're just pulling everyone into hugs. So, all right, there you go. Thank you for listening. How long? 35 minutes. Yeah, I hope that. Oh, sorry. I hope that wasn't too much of me rambling for you guys, and I hope you guys got something out of that and that you found it helpful in some way. And yeah, just like I said, thank you all for everything. I love you all very much. I feel like I'm awkward in my speaking today. I apologize. I've been in a little bit of a weird space, but I've been working on it. So yeah. Yeah, anyway, sorry for any awkwardness, but yeah, I love you all very much. I appreciate you all very much. And yeah. All right. Happy New Year. And even more so and more within truth, happy every now. I love you. And as always, have a wonderful now. Take care.